Hey Reflections! So I was going to do a completely different video today, but something happened last night, and I know if it happened to me, it probably happened to you. So yesterday when I woke up, I was kind of in a weird mood. Actually, for the last like day and a half, 2 days, I've just been in a really weird mood. I mean, everything's been going great. I'm happy about that and I'm thankful for that. But at the same time, there was something always in the back of my mind, like, all right, Samina, you're not dealing with something, you're not confronting something, and I was just ignoring it because I knew that it was going to be intense, and I knew that I didn't want to deal with that at this point because I had a lot of stuff to do. Yesterday I was in service pretty much the whole entire day, and I didn't really think about it. I was just doing. I teach art classes at a shelter, and it was a good vibe, it was a good day. But in the back of my head, I thought, there's something that I'm going to have to deal with, and I don't really want to deal with it now because it's scary when these upgrades come and you know that they're coming. And again, if this happened to me, this happened to you guys, and this is how it started. So I was basically chilling. It was yesterday around 2 a.m. That's when it started. I felt something very weird happen. It was just a sense of weirdness and that something wasn't right. And I was just having all of this anxiety bubble up, and all of these insecurities and all of these fears just bubbling up and rising up, and it was super uncomfortable. So I was like, all right, let me go to sleep. And I go to my bed. It started really, like, it kicked in about 2:08 a.m. And this is how it started. So I'm in my bed, I'm just chilling, I'm closing my eyes, I'm trying to go to sleep. And on 2:22 yesterday at 2:08 a.m., a full-on psychedelic experience happened to me, and I was not on any psychedelics. That was the weird part. It was kind of like my deja vu of the DMT experience, along with the height of an LSD peak. And yeah, it was really intense. That's why what I was going to talk about today, I just was like, forget that. This is super important because it just happened. And I have to talk about this because, I mean, if I'm going through this, obviously you guys are going through this too. So I'm lying in bed, and all of a sudden, all of my like anxieties bubble up, fears, everything that I've just been trying to avoid and not really think about for the past few days, or probably forever. I don't even know, but this seems to happen quite a lot and more frequently. And all of a sudden I get this sense of deja vu. And once that happens, I just brace, like that constriction. And I just thought to myself, okay, this is happening. It's just going to be easier if I surrender. And as soon as I said that, all of my, again, fears just came to a head, and it was racing in my mind all at the same time. And when you get that upgrade and you're just about to, like, you're just at the peak and you're going crazy and all of the craziness is going in your head at the same time, that's basically a glitch. And that happens once we are upgrading. And while that was happening, all I could do was like talk to myself and meditate and say, okay, Samina, you could get through this, you could get through this, you could get through this, you are worthy, this is your time, you are getting this upgrade, it's 222, you are the architect, you are creation. And I just kept on telling myself this because it felt like that, how I felt in that DMT psychosis video. Like I was for a brief second, it was going crazy, like for 2 to 5 minutes. And I kept on telling myself, I've been through this before. I will be okay. I am love. This is only going to last from 2 to 5 minutes. This is just like a DMT experience. This is going to be over. You're going to get through this. And I kept on saying that to myself because, first off, not only was that happening, but it felt like a full-on like psychedelic LSD ego death. So the height came and I started freaking out. The first thing that happened was my third eye started hurting and it grew. And while this was happening, my vision became just really blurry. And I thought I was dying. I thought I was sick. And I thought to myself, okay, I just felt something in the middle of my head. Don't worry. It's going to be okay. This is an upgrade. I looked at my phone. I saw what time it was. I saw what day it was. And I'm like, all right, I'm ready. And it was really like steering a ship into a harbor. It was just so focused on just keeping a centered, balanced, calm state of being and reclaiming my mind and not going towards chaos, because I was it was that build up to a head of chaos and absolute chaos. And I just had to go and center and go through the chaos. And then once around, I'd say 5 minutes in, I felt again another pulse right over here. And then it was just bliss and like silence and stillness. And oh my God. All I could say was thank you. I was just a sigh of relief. I felt a little bit weird until 2:24 a.m. And it was just, again, recalibrating. And as this was happening, I forgot to say, as I felt the oh shit moments that I talk about in my psychedelic experiences, I realized, oh my God, I have to call on my team. I work with nature spirits. I work with certain masters that are here to serve and help humanity. And I called upon them and I said, hey team, can you please help me through this, guide me through this and protect me? And I felt so much protection. I felt like there were so many beings that were multidimensional beings that were here to assist me. And I was so grateful to them. I started crying. I broke down in tears and I just said, thank you. Like it was, yeah, it was really cool. I broke down because I was so happy, The past few months have been really intense and I've been struggling so much with my state of mind, and I felt yesterday just all of that release, and I just felt so thankful. While this was happening, it felt like something had opened up, and then it felt like that 0 point energy that you feel in LSD at the height of your LSD experience, and it was just so much energy. And at that time, I felt like I knew everything. I knew all the answers to everything, and I forgot to say that as well, because it just so much stuff had happened at that point, and it's so hard to articulate and express what a life-changing experience that was. So at that point, at the height when I was surrendering, I felt all this knowing, and it was a very cosmic experience, and I felt all this sense of knowing and clarity and surrender and love, and I just bursted out in tears. And it was because I was so thankful that I reclaimed my mind, and I've been doing all of this inner work, and I'm so happy because for months it was hard. It was really, really hard, and I'm so thankful. So if I can go through this, if I can survive, if I can reclaim my mind, so can you. And that is the lesson that I learned yesterday on 222 while having this cosmic upgrade. And it just makes me so thankful. It just makes me so thankful for everything. Anyway, so if you guys have also felt the shift and if you guys had an upgrade yesterday, please comment down below and share your experiences. I'm so interested in seeing if other people have gone through this too, because I know I'm not the only one. Anyway, reflections, I hope you're having an awesome, awesome, awesome day. Hey Reflections, if you like this video, please like, subscribe, and check out my other videos.